Matt, thank you so much for joining us. So tell us a little bit about the work that Clarifai is doing.
Sure. Thanks for having me. So Clarifai is really the best way to think about Clarifai is a full stack AI platform. So we have all the tools in one place for you to take your idea and get it into production with AI. And so that means tools for data labeling, which is always the first step in trying to customize the AI to recognize what you care about, managing that data, training models to then recognize how you care about your data. And then you really want to evaluate them to see how accurate they are. And then all the production scale inference you need to take that into production and get feedback from your users interacting with the AI in real time. And just today, actually, we launched a new capability we're calling compute orchestration. And it takes all those workloads and lets you run them anywhere, on any cloud, your own cloud, or even on premise.
So what challenges do companies face when taking AI from prototype to production?
Yeah, there's quite a few. Some that come to mind are people kind of overestimate how simple it is when they see on social media a cool, hack around maybe OpenAI's model. Ever since ChatGPT, that's been a common trend. And you can prompt these models to do interesting things really easily. But then you have to think about, are you going to trust that in front of your users? Is it reliably giving you back that same result that happened one time and you posted it on social media and it's going to happen over and over? Or is it going to go off the rails and tell your customers something you don't want to hear? Are you going to be able to run that cost effectively? That's a huge concern with these large models. And that's one of the reasons why we have this compute orchestration to let you run on efficient compute. And then just thinking about how you're going to go into day two operations. Getting to production is one thing, but then how are you going to maintain that with state of the art, which is evolving at such a rapid rate right now with all the innovations in AI. So there's lots of challenges going from that first idea all the way through production.
And just to jump off that really quick, so how do companies future-proof their projects?
Yeah, we see often people are, building the tools to build AI rather than just focusing on customizing the AI for their needs. And so they're building infrastructure tools, they're building data labeling tools, training models, and it becomes like a whole team just dedicated to try to stay up to speed with state of the art rather than actually innovating with AI to differentiate your business. So we urge people to think about the long term. Do you want to be building AI tools or do you want to be, differentiating from your competitors? So that's one big aspect, just deciding what you want to build and what you don't. The other is thinking about the compute long term and your data. So compute is crucial, and doing it in a cost-effective way. We see this trend of people purchasing more GPUs to bring that compute back on premise, so that the cloud costs are not, ballooning, and that's I think a good strategy for the long term. And to be hardware agnostic, I think is really, really important for the future. There's great new types of AI-specific processors that people should be paying attention to. And then on the data front, data is the lifeblood of AI. So the first step is always getting your data organized and thinking about not just the quantity of data you have, but the quality of it. Because the better the data, the better the AI is going to ultimately be. So there's kind of those big aspects: what you want to build, where you're going to run that stuff, and then the data that powers it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.